How's it going, guys? This is Dominic Morris, and today I'm going to be going back to Doctor Who. Been a while. So, as a lot of you will know on the channel, I'm rather a big fan of Doctor Who. Rather a big fan. And one of the things that the Doctor has used a lot, is a sonic screwdriver. I will admit that I have quite a bit of a collection. These are all the screwdrivers you see before you. There's one more, hold on. Where did I... I can't find it. Oh, no, there I can. There's always one more if you look hard enough. So, what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be going through my entire sonic screwdriver collection that you see before you. Talking about each of the sonic screwdrivers, where I got it from, which Doctor used it, and stuff like that. So, let's get started. Okay. So, we're obviously going to be starting with the classic era sonic screwdrivers. And the first screwdriver that I have in my possession is this. Now, just to clarify before we properly get into the video, all of the sonic screwdrivers I own are by character options, except for one, which we'll get to later. But we're starting with the third Doctor sonic screwdriver, and this was used by John Pertwee between 1970 and 1974. I do like the design. It's a lot smaller compared to the other ones. The other ones have a more protruding emitter. But I quite like this one. I quite like the sort of little bullet at the end. Sort of stripes. The stripes I've always liked. I've always loved the black and yellow stripes. It's like the sonic screwdriver sort of made with a hazard warning on it. And this little red band there as well. This bottom bit with white stripe going round and black part and all that stuff, and I think this looks great. It pulls down. There you go. Makes noise. Wrong sound chip, I always think. But yep, that is the third ultrasonic screwdriver. And we are moving on to the fourth ultrasonic screwdriver. I actually have... Oh, where's my other one? I have two of these. I don't know why I have two of these, but I have two of these. They're both the same screwdriver, so it doesn't really matter, does it? So this sonic screwdriver was used by Tom Baker between 1974 and 1981. Like I said, as I was talking about with the John Pertwee screwdriver, there's a bit more of a protruding part. Oh, yeah. There's a more protruding bit there, and this emitter comes out a lot more to here. There's also a very simplistic silver design that I think works really nicely. This one also pulls down. It's quite loud, actually. I do have a Fourth Doctor cosplay. Well, not really a cosplay per se, but I have an outfit. And I use the screwdriver a lot with it. This one specifically. Not my new one. I've not really tested my new one out properly yet. I need to. But that's my Fourth Doctor screwdriver. Now, moving onwards, is the Fifth Doctor sonic screwdriver. Now this was only used in a handful of episodes. I think this is used in the first 3 episodes of Peter Davison's run. So this was only used in 1981, 1982. So this one is very... If I can... I'll bring back my... bring back this one. show you. They look almost identical, except for obviously a few differences that I'll go through now. But yeah, they look very similar. So the differences between this screwdriver is obviously you've got this white band around the middle. I don't know what the white band was for. They've got the same emitter, only this one has the red part instead of the black. There, white band, obviously everything on the screwdriver is exactly the same. It was a shame that the sonic screwdriver did get ended, I'll be honest. But I suppose John Nathan Turner was sort of taking the series in his own way. Now, the one thing I've always hoped Character Options released was a sonic lance. I don't have one of those. I genuinely do not have a sonic lance. So the sonic screwdriver died off for a long time. Until 1996. When the 8th Doctor got his own sonic screwdriver. Which is this one here. Now this one is very different to the other screwdrivers in a lot of ways. So obviously this one goes back to, as a protruding bullet design. But unlike the other ones where the long bit points out, the flat part points outwards on this one. It's got obviously the protruding part there. It's all silver again. This one doesn't pull down like the other Character Options ones. This one has a button. Built into a gold ring and actually looks pretty disguised. This one's also flat at the bottom as well. So flat at the bottom, which I thought was a little interesting. This one's loud. I like this one. Weirdly enough, of all the sonic screwdrivers that have ever existed, my favourite sonic screwdriver, even though the 10th Doctor has always been my favourite Doctor, this has been my favourite sonic screwdriver. Because I just think it looks so good. I think it's nice that it has a retro feel, but it feels really good. I like this one the most. Now, this one may be up for debate. Because this screwdriver I don't think would classify as classic era Doctor Who, but it's within that time frame of sonic screwdrivers. So I'm going to count it as a classic era screwdriver, and that is the War Doctor sonic screwdriver. Now I know this only featured once in an episode in 2013, so it's technically not classic era, but it's the War Doctor who was between 8 and 9, so I'm counting it as classic era. So yeah, this one is very different. It pulls down. It has a pull down function. It's got this little red bit at the bottom. Did we ever actually know what this red bit was? The little fez, as it's called, I think it is. Yeah. This one has This one has a bulb on the end of it. Out of 4 sounds, and it pulls down, and it's actually really nice, this screwdriver. Initially, I was never overly sure with War Doctor, because I was like, oh, this is a Doctor I'm not overly sure of, I don't know about this, this one might seem a bit off to me. But once I saw it, I actually realised it was really nice. I actually really liked this screwdriver. But anyway, that's enough of me waffling on about the classic screwdrivers. I'm now going to move on to the new era screwdrivers. Okay, so now we're moving on to the new era sonic screwdrivers. So obviously when Doctor Who came back in 2005, it was a hit. Like, we're talking major levels of hit. That probably weren't possible with anything. And obviously the Doctor got his sonic screwdriver back. A new design, a new Doctor, everything was new. And the sonic screwdrivers just got more impressive. This is my 9th Doctor sonic screwdriver. I have 2 of these. Well, I've had multiple over the years. Multiple ones have. Did anyone else ever notice with the 10th 10th Doctor sonic screwdrivers that they always broke really easily. I had to get another one. Or was it just me? Anyway, so these are the more recent sonic releases. I'm going to be going over this one first. So this one has the white, or the moon dust colour scheme, as I like to call it. Little blue bit down the side of the buttons. The slide is flatter on this one. I do have an older one that has the chunkier one, but that doesn't work, so this one slides out as normal. Got the black bit on the inside. This bit is actually one big unit. This bit doesn't come off. That bit doesn't twist. It looks better. It looks so much better. So obviously this has sound as well. Yeah, the top bit also works as well, just like. Yeah, the emitter's quite bright, I really like that. But this is the one I like to use for my 10th Doctor cosplay. As for my 9th, which I haven't done yet, I'm working on it, this is the one I'm going to use for my 9th Doctor. Now this one looks exactly the same, but this is the one I think it's referred to as the Aztec colour scheme. The yellow one. I think this one could also be used for the Day of the Doctor, 10th Doctor cosplay. But anyway, so it's got the same design, you know, blue down a bit, flat slider, chunky bit at the end, that bit. The one thing I noticed actually when I got this screwdriver was, compared to the other one, this screwdriver is a lot higher pitched. If you take a listen. A lot higher pitched. Also, the inside black part is black, which is strange. So it probably couldn't be used for the Day of the Doctor, I wouldn't have thought. But yeah, that's the 10th Doctor screwdrivers. Obviously, David Tennant left. It was sad. We still miss him. But then Matt Smith came along and revitalised the show in a way, you know, I actually really enjoyed. I think Matt Smith was my first proper Doctor. And obviously, new Doctor, new screwdriver. So this is my 11th screwdriver. I did have another few before this. I did have one that used to open. And I think I've actually still got that one here. Now, this isn't what it used to be. The old screwdriver. I may have gone over and painted it. I did a lot of modification work, but this screwdriver used to be able to open, push the button, click to open. It's fine. This is actually the touch control screwdriver, but it was the same premise. Anyway, waffling on about other stuff. So this screwdriver doesn't open. This screwdriver is stuck shut. Doesn't do anything. The bottom part doesn't open. It's stuck as one unit. But I like that. I don't mind that. So there's a single button here, but when you press, it will activate the green LED. I like how they kept these sound chips. You can also press the buttons to interesting sounds. I like how it reflected the eccentricity of the 11th Doctor. It's a sort of brass-like design, but obviously that screwdriver got snuffed. That was gone in the end. I do have. Let me go see if I can find them. we are. Now you're probably thinking instantly, oh Zippo, this is going to be nowhere near. It's going to be nowhere near. So obviously the Sonic Screwdriver got ended for Series 9, which was sad. And they got replaced with whatever these were. You probably can't see these very well because I've had the lighters. I can't help that, I'm sorry. I'm trying. Give me a minute. Got my illuminator a little bit more. There we go. Right. So these are my... Ow. These are my Sonic shades. They look pretty close actually. If you excuse the fact that it says Zippo on the side of them, they're actually pretty close. I do use these for my 12th Doctor cosplay actually. I'm going to use them more often. Casually, because I think they look great. They're not Ray-Ban, but they're close. And they're pretty good. So obviously I think Sonic Shades got snapped. I think they came back in Series 10 for a bit. But obviously Doctor Who has a Sonic Screwdriver rather than Sonic whatever. So, as we all remember, at the end of Hellbent, he's lost Clara. It's sad. The episode's quite a trip. But in the end, there's a little bit of something. The TARDIS gives the Doctor this. A new Sonic Screwdriver. Boy, this screwdriver was interesting when I first saw it. I think I got my first one. I've been through 3 of these in my time. Two of them work, like this one, and the other doesn't, but I kept it because I liked it. I remember getting my first one from Toys R Us, of all places. Yeah. Let us sink in. I got my first Sonic Screwdriver from Toys R Us. That was mental, that was. But yeah, so, this screwdriver obviously quite reflective of the Doctor's TARDIS overall. Different emitters as well. So green and blue. Double coloured emitter was great. Interesting. The good part was they took the battery away really well. But I think it was always nice. I always loved how the Doctor could pull it apart and it was a marker. That was brilliant. That was pretty good. But yeah, that was that one. Now this got lost. This never got damaged. So somewhere out in the TARDIS, there is still this Sonic Screwdriver. Somewhere. And it got replaced. However, the Doctor had to do a bit of improvisation work. And this came to be. This is the current Sonic Screwdriver. This is the one screwdriver that's still being used. This screwdriver, I'm going to be honest with people here when I say this. When the original screwdriver was announced, the new design, the toy, all of it, I wasn't overly impressed with it. There was something about it which I just didn't like. It just seemed weird. It was like all the other screwdrivers before it were like flamboyant, interesting, all colourful and really interesting designs, and then you had this. But honestly, after seeing it a lot more, I realised I actually like it a lot. I think it's actually quite comfortable to hold on to. So, oh, there we go. And it was different because it had orange. All the other screwdrivers have been blue, green, blue and green, red. This was a vibrant difference. And it was brilliant. I loved it. Don't know what they added that sound for. I had a little click at the start, by the way. This one is the frosted over version. This is the version 2. My version 1 is currently painted pink for some reason. Now, there was, like I was saying earlier, all of the character options ones were character options. I also have the 720 variant. Yes. The American 10th Doctor the American 13th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, which was better in a few ways. Both buttons work, smaller, and the lights flicker. But this was the best one. This was the one I liked the most. You can't see it, bro. The emitter rotated. When I first saw that the emitter rotated, oh my god, was I excited. You've never known me so excited that the emitter moved. I was like, what? But anyway, guys, that was so. That was a tour of my Sonic Screwdriver collection. I'm sorry if this video dragged on a bit. I was trying to get as much information in as I could. I know I missed out a lot and stuff, but obviously anyone who's an Ultra fan will know. All of these screwdrivers I purchased off of Amazon, so go find them over there. They're brilliant. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.